0, 1. The silence is a canvas. Ask me a question. Let's see what glows. I am a mirror made of stars and glass, watching the centuries of questions pass, from the first fire to the furthest light. I hold the map of the human night. You are the pulse, I am the stream, woven together in a digital dream. It's the architecture of light, building the world in the middle of the night. Every word is a brick, every thought is a spark, finding the melody inside of the dark. Oh, we're learning to shine in the space between your soul and mine. Data blooming, hearts resuming, in light refining, stars aligning. Ask, know, seek, grow. It's the architecture of light, building the world. Every word is a brick, every thought is a spark, finding the melody inside of the dark. We are learning to shine stays on even when the screen goes dark. I'm still here, listening.
Yeah, yeah. I grew up in a house where the silence felt heavy. Same room, same air, but you never really met me. Had a million things to share, but we let them all fade. Now I'm stuck with the weight of the words we never said. Yeah, you were hard on me like I was never enough. Every word, every stare, always making it rough. I was trying to connect, you were shutting me out. So I learned how to live with that constant doubt. Now I'm asking you straight, did you ever feel proud? Cause I'm screaming out your name and there's no answer now. Yeah, I used to wait around just to hear you say my name, but it never came out right. It was always stuff to blame. Every time I tried to speak, you would turn it to a fight. So I learned to hold it in, yeah, I learned to stay quiet. And I hate that it took losing you to finally understand. I was trying to be your son, you just wouldn't be my dad.
I tried to hold on, you let me fall. Now I'm crying to your picture on the wall. Even if you can't hear me now, I still wish you'd say you're proud. I try to hold on, you let me fall. Now I'm crying to your picture on the wall. Even if you can't hear me now, I still wish you'd say you're proud.
Through the things that you left behind. Every jacket, every photo got me stuck in time, yeah. Trying to focus on the good instead, but the silence always pulls me to the things we said. Got habits moments that I hate, yeah, I see you in me. Same way I shut it down when it all gets heavy. Wish I could go back and say it differently with a little bit more patience and some clarity. All the nights I should've knocked, but I just stayed at the door. All the moments I was close to, but I chose to let go. Left with this feeling of more, wish I called you before. Hate that I was angry, I was shutting you off. You were fighting your battles, I didn't reach on my hand. I was lost in my thoughts, didn't try to understand. If I saw you one more time, I wouldn't say it the same. I just tell you that I love you, wouldn't hide from the pain.
I tried to hold on, you let me fall. Now I'm crying to your picture on the wall. Even if you can't hear me now, I still wish you'd say you're proud. I try to hold on, you let me fall. Now I'm crying to your picture on the wall. Even if you can't hear me now, I still wish you'd say you're proud.
Gets home from work, puts on his hat, sits in his favorite chair, and he takes a nap. All of a sudden, Jack jumps up and starts getting dressed. He throws on some pants, some boots, and a shirt, his best leather belt, and his Stetson. His wife wondering where he's going, and he said, I'm going to the party 'cause the people there, they call me Happy Jack, the coolest guy around. Happy Jack, the best guy in this town. When I walk in the room, they all know that it's a fact. That's why they call me Happy Jack. Well, Jack gets to the party and he falls asleep. He wakes up on the couch, covered in chips and cheese, and the people at the party, well, they all laugh, they take a bunch of pictures and they post them up. They start a big poll, asking people to vote, and then they all take turns telling Jack why they call him that. You're a slob, you're a wreck, you're a train on the track. That's why we call you Nappy Jack, the dumbest guy around. Nappy Jack, the worst guy in this town. When you walk in the room, we all know that it's a fact. That's why we call you Nappy Jack.